Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how easy it can be to create useful reports inside Historian. First, you're going to need an Excel template. This template should look just like the report you need. The great thing is that you may use any version of Microsoft Excel you like. You may simply reuse any existing Excel file you have as a report template, or start with an empty Excel from scratch. Let's make a sample report together to see how it works. Every report needs a title, right? There it is. Style it as you need. Since there might be a lot of reports, it would be nice to have a report timestamp there. Here comes the critical part, the data. Let's assume that you need values of 3 important signals for the last 24 hours. There will be a lot of raw values, but you just need an hour average. So you prepare a table with signal names and their KKS in the header, 4 columns, and 24 rows. It's not necessary to include the sample data inside the table. However, it will be useful for the next step, so there you go. To make it more interesting, you put there a good old line chart. Now you see why I put the sample data there, right? In the next step, we will tell Historian the data we are going to need and where to put it. This is done through special formulas, which are evaluated by Historian. You may write these formulas manually. However, Historian has a great helper tool for this. Start by opening the Historian on the Data Access page. Clicking the Find Signal link on the left side allows you to search the Historian database for signals you need using their KKS. For our example report, we will need the values of some analog signals on Unit 11 in our sample power plant. It will be the bearing temperature, active power, and reactive power. Clicking the Select button next to each signal adds the signal to your selection. Once you have your signal selected, you may launch the Report Command tool using the link on the left menu. Since you need multiple values for each signal, select the tab called List of Values. You will need the values between the start of the last day and start of the current day. To get a representative value for an hour, I would recommend selecting the TXP average aggregation method with 1 hour interval. Because our table goes top to bottom, we need vertical orientation. Check Include Timestamps to get the date and time into the first column. You are putting your data also into the chart, therefore you don't need any formatting. Your formulas are constructed automatically in the lower part of the dialog. To test them, just pick some recent date and click the Test Command button. After a while, you see the numbers to check. If everything is okay, you may copy and paste these 3 formulas into your Excel template. It is necessary to place them into the first data cell of the table. Not to forget, the first tab called Date and Time allows you to generate a simple formula for the current timestamp. Copy and paste it the same way. Once your template is ready, you need to save it in the XL97 format so the Historian understands it. So this is how your template should look before we give it to the Historian. In the last step, we are going to create and configure the report inside Historian. Open the Report section of your Historian and click the New Report link in the left menu. Enter the report name, scheduling frequency, time delay, locale, and upload the report template. Time delay should correspond to the delay with which the TXP system writes data into a long-term archive, which is usually a couple of hours. Once the report is created, you can test it. Just pick a date from history for which you want to check the report and click the Generate button. If everything goes well, you now have a great-looking report with all the numbers inside a chart. These reports will be generated automatically from the latest data. You can also generate them on demand and send as an email attachment. Don't spend millions. Keep your system running.